Good afternoon, everybody. This is Bob Iacino from Path Trading Partners. It is June 22nd. This is a Path Chat educational update covering cryptocurrencies, and this is the Ethereum module of the cryptocurrency coverage that we do. Mike's going to take a look at some Ethereum charts, tell you what he's seeing on the charts. Don't forget to check out the two technical education videos that we did, one on simple moving averages and one on exponential moving averages. When you hear Mike talk about the R zone or the rotation zones, they are made up of exponential moving averages. So it'd be nice if you knew what that was when Mike's bringing them up and mentioning them, if you knew how they were constructed. So having said that, let me turn it over to Mike to let you know what he's seeing on the charts. Mike, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Bob. So Ethereum daily chart ran up rotation zone, poked all the way through and fell back, closing below the rotation zone. You see how the power of the rotation zone is holding here. What's interesting is even with this up move, our final target for the double top, we hit our other targets, which were 160 and 195. Our final target is still in play should it head lower. So that's something to watch for. If we do continue down, watch that it could still theoretically drop all the way back down to 125 if it does get lower. And we'll look at a 4-hour chart to help fine-tune this. Now, if we do get a close above this 236 level, there could potentially be a scalp trade to about the 254, 255 area, but that's still a scalp. We won't become long-term bullish until we can get above this declining trend line, and especially above the current defining point, and that may change if we get more spikes up. These defining points do change. That's really going to put us back in bullish mode. Until then, we can either remain range bound or pull back. Let's switch to a 4-hour chart to help us fine tune this. So here we have our 4-hour chart. We have a pretty critical area. We have the rising rotation zone here, which is catching on right now as of this recording. If it does get below this trend line, next key levels down we'll be watching for is about 203. Then down, if it continues down, the 189 level. If it gets below this 185 level, it could get interesting. That could target much lower prices, which then could translate into those lower lows on the daily back to our original targets. So if we do get below this 185 level, we're going to be watching for about 155, then 140. So those are your key levels to watch for. And then if we do get below there, we have that 125 level, which was the double top further down level. And then if we do continue below that, the next projected level down via again is 101. But we're a long way off for these. Now, any of these levels, you have to be sort of nimble with shorting any of these altcoins or even Bitcoin right now, because everything's trading off the news with the potential Bitcoin hard fork and who's adopting what, and there's 95% of adoptions of the new SegWit thing. So everything's basing off the news of that. So you could see sharp and sudden rallies in Bitcoin, which can affect these other altcoins. So it's probably best for most people is to look, if it does head lower, watch for these key levels for potential buying opportunities, especially if we get a nice basing pattern or a double bottom, or we get there bases, you can have a trend line trade long, you get back above that. That could be a signal that you can get back in, especially if Bitcoin is rallying. So that's probably the best way for most people to play it, unless you're in front of your computer, can monitor this, and are very quick to take action should trades come down to these key levels and then strongly reverse. Just wanted to point out all these levels to everybody who's trading Ethereum. And now I'm turning it back over to you, Bob.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you guys for watching. Again, check out those two technical education videos that we did. It's price action education. It's the way that we look at cryptocurrencies as well as traditional markets. And if it's confusing or if you're needing more help, reach out, leave a comment, or reach out to us at pathtradingpartners.com. And also check out the Money Path podcast, which you can find at pathtradingpartners.com or by typing in the Money Path podcast into Google Play or iTunes. Also hit like and subscribe so we'll keep pumping these out for you. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching.